I'm delighted to say that joining us now on the NFL show ahead of Cardinals 49ers live and exclusive on the talkSPORT network this weekend, corner of the San Francisco 49ers, Chase Lucas is with us. Chase, year 2 with the Niners, 2-0, both games coming in on the road. What are the vibes like right now in that locker room?
Man, they're high, man. I can't lie to you, man. It's the type of energy we've been missing. Last year, of course, we had a rough year, but I think we owed the Cardinals a little get back from what they did to us last year. So I'm excited. I think everybody in this locker room is excited. I know everybody around the Bay is excited.
You talk about that little bit of get back. You talk about the energy being higher. You can't get much higher energy than Robert Saleh when he's on form. What's it been
All
like
right.
for you working with him since he's come in this year?
Man, I think he went from being a coach I never worked with to being my favorite coach ever. Man, he's he brings a juice every day. I think what he does schematically is just some things that you just never see in the NFL, and I think that just him being him, man, he's just a big dude. He kind of he kind of like looked like a bully, man, and I love that, man. I love having that type of bully mindset. So I think he's probably gonna go down as one of the best D coordinators in this league, and I'm just thankful and excited to work with him still.
And look, we see it from the outside that his previous time in San Francisco and certainly with the Jets, he was very much this kind of 4 down and go, all about the pressure on the front end coming from just those 4 guys and dropping. And yet we're seeing a lot more fun stuff, a lot more wrinkles being thrown in. You guys on the back end being used a bit differently. Like, how hyped are you that you are getting to do some fun stuff this year?
Oh man, I love it. I love every second. I think it was really the first game, man, when I was at nickel and he was just blitzing me a ton, man. That was, and I told him. He told me before the game, he was like, "Hey, be prepared to blitz a lot." And I thought he was lying. So when I got out there and then I got that sack against the Raiders, it just showed, man, he's committed to it. I think he's not. He's one of those coaches that doesn't. He's not scared to be wrong, or right. You know what I mean? And I think that when you start bringing in guys like Upton Stout and Siegel and stuff like that, you get versatile players that can rush the quarterback and play coverage on the back end. So I love what he's doing. Like I said, man, I think we got the players to do it too.
Look, you just said it. You've done it when you got a chance to play at nickel, and we've seen it with Upton, the way he flies around, crazy closing speed. Like, what have you made of that young man who's had such an impressive start to life in the NFL?
Man, dude, I've been high on him since the first day I seen him, man. I've had a lot of people in college, a lot of former teammates been asking me about him, especially because, people really don't know how big he is. But at the end of the day, bro, he's a monster on the field. I love everything about him. It's the same thing with Siegel. I don't know who's up there making these picks. I want to say John Lynch, but whoever it is, man, they doing the right things, man. They picking the right guys, and I think the best way to be said is that, they play 49er ball. They exactly who we need in this locker room.
And just a guy who's been there a few years now, but a lot of pop for him over the last few weeks. And when you've got to play alongside Fred Warner, it's tough to shine. And yet D Winters has done that the last couple of weeks. Talk to us
Yeah,
a little bit about his move into this year, coming off the back of last season.
I really think it's just been a type of mindset, man. You know what? To be honest with you, I think D Winters has always been this type of player. He's always had a great mindset towards the game, but like you said, man, having that legendary 5'4" next to you, I think it's just going to elevate your play no matter what you do. So, I know he's hungry, and I know he's a great player, but I think we're really going to see it in these next, 14 games, whatever how many games we have left, because he's just that kind of guy. He's going to blow things up, and he's going to cover in the backfield, man. And how could you, what else would you want, man? So I love D, and I think he's going to have a great season this year after this game, and to keep going for years to come.
Love it. Look, you're the third youngest defense in the league, and we talked about the speed and the flying around. Just take us a little bit inside what it's like in that unit and how much like you do lean on guys like Fred, like Nick, guys who have to be the leaders in that locker room.
I mean, bro, you got the best ever on your team, man. It's hard. It's hard for you to just to shack or to slide away or to shut to kind of just play it slow. I feel like 5'4", man, and Nick 9'7", and even Huff, even the guys that we just brought in, man, they have a reputation of being, great players, but they're also great dudes off the field, man. And this is the first team that I've been on where everybody's helping everybody. You got D linemen teaching linebackers how to fit, and linebackers teaching DBs how to fit in the run and where to be on the passing schemes. And that's just some things that a lot of teams don't have the benefit of having. And I think, like I said, it all comes down from Robert Saleh. And I just believe, man, with him and with the team that we got, there's no way we can't make it to the bowl.
So Cardinals this weekend, happy to be home, happy to be back in front of the Bay. You said it earlier, bang, bang, like,
Come
got to
on,
be
man.
hyped to be going in there 2-0 against a divisional team.
Oh yeah, bro. It's. I know a lot of people here are excited, especially with the record that we have right now, and we're just gonna keep it going, man. We going one game at a time. Of course, there's we got our path set for different games in the future, but right now it's just going 1-0 and just beating these Cardinals, man, for what they did last year.
Look, Chase, really appreciate your time, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join us, and best of luck for this Sunday. Have a fun week.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it, man.
I'm delighted to say that ahead of this weekend, Cardinals 49ers, live and exclusive on the talkSPORT network. Now starting tight end right now for the San Francisco 49ers. Jake Tonges is with us. Jake, how are you doing, sir? How are you feeling 2 weeks into this new season? Obviously, a lot of pop after week one, but getting in and getting that starting role down, man.
It's been good. Just getting more and more, comfortable being out there with all the guys and just trying to stack, wins and try and get better every single game. So
it's interesting. It was just discussed in the press conference with Kyle Shanahan talking about potential for Juice to be out this week on top of George Kittle as well, and how much pressure that puts on you guys. And he says it does put pressure on your guys' shoulders, but he backs you to stand up to it. What's it like knowing that Kyle Shanahan is talking about you in those kind of glowing terms?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good for sure, to have the coach's confidence. And, I'm not sure what, the status of Juice is, but, I'll be ready if he's not in there. So it gives me a lot of confidence for sure.
Talk to me a little bit about what you guys have seen from Mac Jones over the last week or so, coming into that starting role. Really impressive performance against the Saints.
Yeah.
Always a tough job as a backup quarterback, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us were surprised by, some of the throws he was making and the confidence he was playing with because, he shows that in practice every single week. And when you're in the huddle with him, even if he's, running the scout team, he's trying to, make sure everything is, tip and top shape. So he's making sure everyone's in order. He's a leader. So I appreciate that about him.
I mean, you guys sitting at 2-0 and 2-0 in one-score games as well, which Niners were only 2-6 in one-score games the whole of last season. So when you consider the injuries, missing your guys, the fact you've had to go 2 games on the road as well, what does everything from these 2 weeks say about the toughness of this team?
I mean, I think it just shows that we got a resilient group of guys, and a lot of those guys on defense have stepped up at the end of the game these past 2 weeks to really close it out. And, those are the type of plays you need in order to win those close games. So, yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. I'm glad we've got it done. There's been some kind of tumultuous circumstance, but we've done a good job, fighting through it.
Excited to get home though?
Yeah, it's good to be home. I got some people coming to the game. I'm from the area, so got some friends and family coming, so it should be a good time.
Sensational. What was it like for you last week off the back of the reaction to the touchdown grab, to everything else that went along, to it being compared to the Dwight Clark catch, like all of that rigmarole that came with it, of the pomp about your performance and how amazing that end was?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I haven't experienced that really in the NFL yet. This is my 4th year, and this is kind of the first time I've seen some significant playing time, and couldn't have started off this season in a better way. So hopefully we can get some more big plays like that in the future here. But it was a whirlwind, and just super appreciative of all the people in my life who reached out to me and congratulated me and stuff like that.
Sensational. And let me ask you about George's role in everything, obviously out of the team, but how much support has he been able to give you from the sidelines? How much support has he been able to give that room in general as the kind of veteran leader?
Yeah, I mean, he always, even though he's on IR, he always stays around. And, last week I was asking him questions about certain things and how he sees certain routes and stuff like that. So he's always, someone you can lean on if you have a question, because he has so much experience, and, he might be the best to ever do it. Right. So, and we have a relationship where I can just go up to him and ask him at any time, what he thinks, and he'll give me some good advice. So.
And keeps it fun by the looks of it.
Yeah, keeps it fun. Always keeps it lighthearted. is always encouraging and positive. So.
The big divisional game this weekend, like you mentioned, you're a guy from the area. This Cardinals team have been a tough out for the 49ers the last couple of years, and that defense flying around last year. So what have you guys seen on film this week? Are you hyped for this particular matchup?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously excited. They do a lot of different stuff on defense, changing up the looks and with the safeties and stuff. So we have our ways of trying to handle that. Can't really get into that, but yeah, we'll be ready to go.
Oh, come on. I need some hard X's and O's chat from you. Just come on. Just a little peek behind the curtain. No?
No, not quite. You'll see on Sunday.
I'm excited to see if you're going to be lining up at fullback. Knowing this scheme, you'll be an X receiver. Who knows? Like, right. A sixth offensive lineman. Like, we wait and we enjoy all of it. So, look, really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out to speak with us, and best of luck for this Sunday.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.